Good morning and welcome to another quick formational video. Today we're going to be talking about infrastructure design. Now, we work with a lot of different clients in a lot of different ways, and one thing that we've gotten pretty darn good at is designing infrastructure. And not just designing it, but getting it put in place. And one of the things that we have to do is while we're doing that, we have to start at the beginning and work our way through it all the way to the end. And what I like to do personally is I like to start at where the internet comes in. And then I look at every connection throughout and figure out what all needs to be connected and where, and I build it from there. But then, to make sure that I've got a good checks and balances, we have another engineer look over it again, and then we go backwards. We start at the servers, we start at the desktops, we start at the Wi-Fi, and we work our way backward through to the firewall and eventually the internet to make sure that we've got everything that we're supposed to have. Now, there are a lot of connections that happen between your internet and where your computer finally connects at. We're not just talking like a Wi-Fi connection. We're also talking about the Ethernet cables that connect into the computer, but then into the wall, and from the wall up to a patch panel, and from the patch panel to a switch, and from the switch maybe to another switch, or maybe directly to the firewall. But there's lots of different ways. They could even be going through different routers, okay? Possibly VPNs. The options are not exactly limitless, but there's a lot of stuff that happens within them. And so what you want to make sure is while you're designing and implementing stuff, that you make sure that you've got somebody who knows the way from start to finish and backwards again, so that you can make sure that when you're building out your next project, that you've got everything taken care of and nothing's going to slip through the cracks. Because I'll tell you what, when somebody messes up something and doesn't plan for it, that's going to be the critical junction that determines whether or not you open on time or you don't. And if you've done any type of construction, you know the littlest thing can set things back weeks. And sometimes weeks costs thousands of dollars. So think it through from start to finish, and then from finish to start, and you'll have yourself a much better chance at making sure that your infrastructure is built the right way the first time. That's our quick formational for today. Think it through. Have a wonderful weekend.